Hello, welcome back to episode 2 of new account Road to Emperor, the summer 2025 season. And yes, today an update. I just reached champion rank with 70% win rate. I'll say it's actually really good for a new account. So yes, we definitely gonna go through the e7.gg to show you guys some of my thought process on the games that I went through. And after that, we'll go through some of the matches. I'll show you guys some of the matches after that. Maybe there'll be some thought process in it too. So I haven't edited it finished. So yep, let's get to the e7.gg. Okay, so basically this account is a very slow account. I said, if you guys watched my first episode on the account review, I literally have no openers build. Okay, I literally have no openers build. Like my fastest unit is a 240 degen poly, which I use it for CR cut and stuff on episode crowns. So basically, that is my fastest unit, the 240 unit, and yep, there's no openers and no Lula and stuff like that. So yes, this is the top 5 units that I played in this account. Pretty much the stats are updated at 45, about 64 games, which is shown here. Okay, 64 games. They did update it. Yes, as you can see here, definitely people come in and say that, oh, Arunka abuser. I mean, basically, yes, I wouldn't say that I did. I wouldn't deny that the fact that I actually abuse Arunka a lot. Yeah, for sure. She's one of the most broken unit right now, and you don't first pick her when you have the chance. Might as well just FF top rank your opponent and give your opponent the 3 points, right? But unfortunately, over 64 games, I did not really draft more than half of the amount of games that I played. Just because a lot of people are pre-banning her, since they do not have the first pick, or they just first pick and grab her. So yep, it is what it is, guys. Like when he doesn't have first pick, and I can say pretty much 85% winner of Arunka is actually insanely high. So yeah, besides Arunka, I do drop a lot of MP, Imperial Elena, definitely one of my most drafted unit, I can say, and she definitely carried a lot of matches just because having her limits your opponent's DPS. Having defense penetration unit is just so good in this meta right now. Like it limits your opponent's DPS choice. And definitely Balian is one of my Aureus Knight. I actually draft her as an Aureus Knight. So in my account, I only have like 2 Aureus Knight, which is Ares and Balian, and most of the time I choose to draft Balian just because I have her on open in pin so that I could stack ER for my team. Alright, next definitely DDR. DDR is just insane unit. Mostly I drop DDR on like 4-5 pick, just so that I could buy as much turn as possible for my team and to slow down my enemy as much as possible. It's just an insane unit. And my 4th would be Maid Chloe. Not really impressive, but you know what? She's my only cleanser in my draft. Yes, she's the only cleanser in my account, and somehow I have a Balian, I have an MP, right? So she turns out pretty well. She turns out pretty well to just stack up more ER for my team. And this because I do not own an Infinite Horizon Achates. Like fighting Luna is a pain in the ass without Maid Chloe. Like I'm just stacking up ER and hope that my opponent doesn't have enough effectiveness to land on me. That's basically my gameplay. Okay, we'll go through a couple of matches. Okay, we definitely go through a couple of matches. Alright. So pretty much we can see like on this match, we first pick Arunka as usual, then we fight Lulu Lala with Afternoon Soak Plan. And I can say that my account doesn't have a counter to Afternoon Soak Plan. Most of the time I just have to raw dog it down because I do not own a Solitaria too. So what I do is, okay, I drop Balian, I drop a Cleanser, or a Reviver, right? This is sustain for my team because I'm taking a lot of damage from Lulu Lala and Afternoon Soak Plan. So definitely I need a sustain, which is my Maid Chloe, and then Aureus Knight lock on 3rd, so I don't have to worry about any more. What if they just spam my Aureus Knight and just run me down? Then my opponent drop a Bio Wish, which is to counter my Maid Chloe to prevent her from reviving, which is fine. Most of the time I draft Maid Chloe is not to revive, I just need her to cleanse, I just need her for the sustain itself. Okay, so I actually reacted with a Blue Elena, which is a very good pick, just so that maybe she's an opener Bio Wish that will take the first turn and then push up the whole team and do their shenanigans and start cleaving me, right? So I reacted with a Blue Elena. Then my opponent's going for a Gala and a Celine, which I have to react with an MP, right? So basically MP and Gala just cancel out each other, and then he realized that yes, you have a Gala here, definitely they need some sort of the Gala have to do damage, so you have to ban my MP. And also when Brian Wish S3, it will literally push my MP up to Narnia and just cleanse the whole team. So basically I have enough cleansers to actually mow him down. And yes, Arunka definitely carry this match. Okay, Arunka definitely carry this match. I think, yeah, definitely. She's the MVP of this match. Okay, just because having like Moas on Arunka, on counter Arunka literally just killed the whole team. And especially it's just so good against Spirit Eye Celine. And yep, I mean, since it's going to do white damage, so it doesn't Celine's, what do you call it? Celine's counter. So something like this match, right? You know, you guys will see that I do drop a lot of evasion unit. It's just because, I mean, I have limited unit though. I kind of do not have a lot of answer towards a lot of meta unit and a lot of stuff. So what I do is I try to RNG my opponent if I am on kind of on a niche spot that I don't know what to do, right? So basically, if you see this team, like the reason why I ban the Dragon King Sharoon here is not because I have a dead dealer Ray. Okay, I pretty much know that he's gonna ban my DN just because his whole team relies on critting my team to kill them. Okay, and I do lock the General on third, alright, as my damage dealer because he just have a lot of AoE damage, so it will eventually proc my Genoa. Okay, the reason why I ban Dragon King Sharoon here is just to make sure that I don't get defend broken. There's no defend break here, and I don't think Lulu Lala is able to defend break my Imperial ill enough. It's just because I built her on ER too. So basically, I just put my biggest bet that as long as he doesn't have a defend break, I might be able to tank it, and my evasion unit will be there to carry me, which is my new kid Aiden. And hopefully, you know, without defend break, BBK does not S3 into S1 my team. Okay, so yep, pretty much. Alright, when I see they have Arunka, I do like to drop a lot of DDR just because DDR will help me actually chew down Arunka really fast with the Venom debuff, and also definitely having Valiant on third. Even though Valiant is on Auras, right? Like Valiant with DDR just do insane amount of damage. I'm not gonna lie, Venom buff on Valiant is just insane. Like without 3F, you're still doing tons of damage. So definitely that's the reason why I do like to draft DDR a lot, and usually it's my 4th, 5th pick after Valiant. Okay. And yeah, my Genoa is actually a pretty bad build though. I mean, you guys look at the account review on episode 1, where my Genoa is only like 3.7k attack and it's 160 speed. It's not even like a, you know, like a 220, like 230 speed Genoa. And the worst part is it's not even on Torrent side. There's like, you know, Destro crit. Alright, you guys can see it. It's actually on Destro crit. Okay, it's not even like a very impressive Genoa. Like I said, right, drafting is more important. As long as you have your key unit down, or you know your game plan, alright, actually climbing is not that hard. Like you don't really need like super OP gears or like, you know, super meta unit. As long as you know which unit will answer which unit, how do you counter react with your opponent, how do you synchronize your team to do more damage. It's just like Valiant with DDR. They both synchronize each other just to do, you know, way more damage than, you know, just having Valiant itself with 3F. Like I said, right? So drafting is very, very important. You need to know like how does your team work. Do they synchronize? Like, you know, do they work together? Do they counter your opponent too, right? And definitely Genoa is a good pick here just because I know that they have a Landy, they have a Arunka, which is weak to it. I'm just praying that the Sharuni doesn't land a stun on my Genoa before Landy or Dilibet somehow proc my Genoa. That's my only win converge. I mean, it is what it is. I do not have like a unit that provides me with immunity or another cleanser, alright, for my Genoa. So yep. And definitely my Genoa have 100 ER, or I buff stack with Valiant and make Chloe on Bastion. I mean, it's just more of like, you know, hoping that they have a bad deal. That's all I can say. Alright, so let's see. Alright, Hazeti matches, right? As you can see, like my prevents are always Renat Lady guys just because I don't want to deal with you know, cleavers that just run me down instantly, just because most of my units are really slow. I built like most of my units like 160 speed, 170 speed, and even some of them are like base speed. Like my Imperial Elena is base speed, my Valiant is base speed, you know. Just because I do have a bit of ER on most of my units, so I tend to build it a bit slower. I have to sacrifice some speed for it, right? So for Hazeti players, I love to draft Aiden. Okay, I'm actually really lucky to have Aiden in this account. If not, I would not know how to actually fight into Hazeti players. Right, so I'm just lucky I have a new kid Aiden. It's not a very impressive build anyways. It's just a free you know, Destro set that you get from your hunts, from the carrot events and all those such thing. Okay, nothing very special. It's just luckily I have a Fanny early, so I get to, you know, farm a bit of immunity gear. And the reason why she's on immunity and not Tencent is just because I'm just so sick of PG Hazeti players with Crown. What they do is they just stun your team on first turn. Even though you mean your Aiden dodge, it means nothing. I mean, if your Aiden is getting stunned, right? So that's the reason why I sacrifice a bit of damage, move the pen set away, and put immunity on her. So let's see if there's like any better matches that I can showcase. But definitely, losing, it's there, right? Sometimes when you're facing like older players, when you have no answer, and somehow here that I learned that, okay, maybe, you know what, I should release Taeyu, or I should not ban Taeyu, because like Taeyu can only kill one of your unit, right? Like maximum Taeyu only kill one unit, because you only have one pushback. So like Taeyu literally can't take like, a back-to-back turn. So I should actually ban P-Flan. I shouldn't ego this and say that, okay, maybe, you know what? Yeah, I mean it's just champion rank, right? Like how much effectiveness do they get? Right, so it's actually a bad ban here. I might have a bigger chance to win if I happen to just ban up Pirate Captain Flan, because they do not have soul and Luna just did not land anything on me. I think so, I mean, I guess. Okay, so matches like this, I just get countered to that. And I have no answer towards Celine for sure, even though it's like a Celine first pick. I should probably just pick more Celine answer here. Okay, I just ended up a bit too defensive on my draft, like having like 2 soul viewers. I could have just dropped like, probably SSB here, be fine. Maybe. So this loss, when you look at it, yeah, definitely. I don't think I'm able to kill the Arunka. Right? Yeah, I pretty much just used to Hua and used to Afternoon Soul Plan. Like I said, like, I mean, I really have no answer towards Afternoon Soul Plan besides DDR. Besides sleeping it, I just have to raw dog it most of the time. Okay, so right over here, he drafted like 2 counters into my DDR, which makes my DDR kind of useless. And yep, I just lost to Shu. Shu just mowed me down without touching my New Kid Aiden here. Probably New Kid Aiden here is a bad pick. Like, to be honest, if you're drafting New Kid Aiden outside of Haseki draft, she's kind of bad if your opponent doesn't have a lot of AoE, right? Like, look at this single attack. If he doesn't press S3, it's not an AoE anyways. And then there's a single attack that does like burst damage, which actually will hit Aiden, and over time your Aiden just will get lesser and lesser and lesser HP, and just shoot one S3 will just get you from 100 to 0, with the injury. Over time. And yeah, Moon Bunny does literally like nothing there too. So definitely Aiden is a bad pick here for me. And then in this draft, I kind of go on the LeBron James moment, like, the fuck am I picking last pick RB into TML? Okay, but I mean, I was lucky that this TML wasn't like 100% crit chance. It did not crit on my RB. My RB managed to survive, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I mean, I thought that my Arunka would get through, right? I mean, it is what it is. It was just I just got luck. I mean, he just got luck by me. It was definitely a very bad pick by me. Okay, and when it comes to this match, let me see. Right. Yep, so as usual, we'll be fighting first pick Arunka, then followed I'll definitely be drafting MP. I mean, if Arunka is being banned or Arunka is being picked, MP is definitely my first pick. Then I decided to go for Make Chloe for a bit sustain, because I know that if I have to fight Arunka matches, usually you're gonna take some time, because you have to go through Arunka, then go through the backline. So for sure, I'm picking Make Chloe just for a bit of sustain to my team. I can actually pick either Make Chloe or I can pick DN, but I'm just worried about Luna, right? Like I said, my account is very weak into ML Luna, just because I don't have Pacatis. So I just decided, like, why don't I just draft Chloe here, alright, to just stack up ER for my team? Like, what if he just, third pick ML Luna and I'm like on a very shitty spot? So he got Abyssal Euphane and I just don't want to deal with the counter, so I actually go for Mod third and okay. And somehow he drafts Celine into my ball, which is kinda, I mean, it is what it is, right? Okay, I mean, it's just a drafting issue for him. Then he picked RB. I'm like, okay. I'm actually pretty tanky. Like, my team have MP, I have a mod with Holy Set, I have a Jenna with immunity. My DDI is like 20k HP with 1.8k defense. So, and I have a revive in my team too, right? Which is Make Chloe. So I decided, like, you know what? Alright, let's PG it up and ban Arunka, right? Like, maybe I can just tank RB up. And yep, eventually I just managed to tank RB and just we just aims kill off Celine first, and control the whole team from there on. Okay, so pretty much, let's see this. I think I just lost. That's just too much damage on my team. I mean, if they go Zio, pretty much I have no answer. Like, whatever anyone just drops Zio into me, like, I mean, I doesn't have Abyssal Euphane. I only have like all of this as my DR card, so I'm kind of on a tough spot whenever they Zio cliff me. So my only answer is like, just poly unbalanced, right? Just to deny soul. Maybe he's gonna go for like zero luck weight and stuff like that. So I just try to deny as much soul and just have a CR card. Maybe he'll just spam my CR card if they happen to go like Rowana and stuff like that. So it is what it is. I still get run over. So yeah, basically, you guys can see, the matches, right? That I usually run that handful unit, right? I usually run that handful unit, okay, and yep, okay. And poly. I mean, usually I just drop poly into like cleave, so I tend to die a lot to cleave, right? Like, I mean, not much matches. I mean, I did drop a couple more. It's just this part is really not being updated. Okay, so it is what it is. And another unit that I want to mention, right, for newer players is definitely build Elena. Like Elena is your anti-cleave gateway. Alright, for sure. Especially if you see people slamming like rank cleave, blue Payra cleave or Biserial cleave into you, right? Like Elena is just such a good unit. Okay. Definitely Chanel is another unit for new players, new accounts, which is really important too, just because not everyone is playing ER. Like even you're playing ER, like new account, like how much ER can you get? Like most of my units are like 100 ER, then if I stack the ER, it goes up to like 150-ish, 160-ish. So yeah, we are definitely gonna be still a victim to DDR. So definitely get a Chanel that you can get it from the story summon itself. Yep. I think that's all. If you guys have like any question, like you guys want to see anything besides that, definitely drop a comment on me below. Alright, if you guys need anything else, you guys can join my Discord. The link is down below, or you guys can ask me during my live stream where I stream almost every day on Twitch and on YouTube. Alright, next we'll just move on to the next part, which I will showcase a couple of matches that I've been through, so you guys can see my pretty bad damages. Alright, enjoy, guys.
What's left is ruin.
At least he doesn't have a strip right now.
They get on my nerves. I've got to remove
Yep.
them.
He doesn't have a strip right now, which is fine to me. Not the worst. I'm just gonna death break the SSV into instantly one-shot it
Burn them all.
with BBK.
I just want to go home. In a world where I'm the main character, I can do whatever I want.
Ooh, he's done.
Hear my voice. This spear will be the spear of protection.
Only when all are dead will this end.
So I'll become ash. Now, bring it on. I thought this could be fun. Now I'm getting bored.
I don't know, 2300, I guess.
Down.
Daring today, aren't we?
Better hold on. Don't go
At least still
flying off on me.
2300 because it's top 3000, so it's really like hard to.
Raise your sword for me.
It's too late to back out now. Do not surrender.
What is it you desire?
Okay, one job. Provoke here and we win. Not gonna lie. Provoke here and we win. Okay, GG.
No one can escape. I will cut you all down. Who's next?
Felicia will.
Alright, let's see if my opponent is a Papega. I mean, I can win if he miss. Oh, it's Zender! Shit, I'm so dead. Hey, Azumi. Hello, hello. Yeah, hit my Aiden. Be a paid actor, man. Be a paid actor. Hit my Aiden here. Oh man, this guy.
All that's left is
He's not a paid actor.
chaos.
Excellent. Just as I planned. Let's not do this, huh?
Wait a minute. Why my Aiden is half HP? Wait a minute. That's something wrong with my Aiden, guys. That's something wrong with my Aiden. Interesting, guys.
Not give in to despair.
Interesting. Respect the skill.
This spear will be the spear of protection.
Everyone's so energetic.
Let me get back some HP.
No one can escape.
No, 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 no.
This blade desires
Let's
blood.
have dodge here. Man. Okay, that's fine with me.
Oh, you'll make an excellent.
Okay, good night.
This won't hurt a bit. I guarantee it. Do you smell that?
Wait a minute.
I'm a doctor.
All this tension. I love it.
Let's kill RB here. Alright, while my Genoa still have immortality.
Insignificant. I will destroy everything. Slowly.
Oh, this is so good for me. Alright, goodbye, brother.
Future of the Wind Tribe. I have no words. Who's next? So all become ash.
I mean, you have a very good draft. You have a very good draft. Not gonna lie. Let me see if you could have played better. Let me see if you could have played better. Hey, GG, man.